e komo aku ai o ka poe. Aloha nui, e aloha mai, e komo e pani mai hoi,
I was raised up in Haiku, the ili of Haiku in Heeia, and when I got married, I moved to the ili of Heeia. This here is the ili of, actually it's supposedly Heeia0808, but it is known to all the taro farmers as Hoi. So when we made this project, Kawai Kapo Kalani Hewitt, my cousin, named the project for us Mahuahua Ai.
Kako'iwi is a non-profit helping to implement this project, Mahuahua Hoi. It's really a collaboration or a group of different organizations, including Hawaii Community Development Authority, the Nature Conservancy, the Ko'olapoko Hawaiian Civic Club, and National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA. A lot of different organizations have come together to help support these projects.
Basically, this is 500 acres, but 80 acres belong to Kamehameha Schools. But that left the other 420 acres belonging to the state, which the kupuna wanted to begin to restore. And I think 5 years ago is when we first started. We have about 7 lo'is, and we're basically harvesting every week. And some of the taro and the poi are going to the farmers market. And we're in the process of continuing until we can, hopefully, be able to restore this whole area. And not only with the lo'i, but also the dryland crops, because we've got a large area, several acres that we can put dryland crops. And also restore certain areas for community use, culture center, arts and craft centers, and restore the hula and the lua and all of the cultural and traditional practices.
Our biggest resource for this area is taro. Everything in the lo'i had a reason to be there.
We had lo'is over here, right in this yard, because we had water.
Plenty water, free water. Most planting was taro. Every yard, every open space they had was taro.
Every house I lived in had taro. Even where we weren't over here, but every house we had to have taro, and we had to have kilif.
The land is still there waiting for the taro. I think if they try to clean areas up there, they're still gonna find you're gonna find the lo'is, but they have to clean it up.
I would visualize everything from Mauka to Makai, farming, taro, and I can just see them. And then the thing is, it's gonna happen, and we're making it happen right now, passing it down to this guy right now. And pretty much everything that I know, he knows.
A lot of the families in Hakipu'u and other places, they talk about makahana kaike, which is in work there's knowledge. And we really need to perpetuate that. Personally, we do this because we have to. If we don't do it, then we just leave it for our children to do it, and that's kind of wrong. So, if we expect them to walk a certain path or be pono, we have to at least set that standard.
It's not just helping to advance the mission and the vision that the kupuna and our community have for this site, but also, on a personal level, it's really exciting to be able to help cultivate new farmers, new leaders in our community. At the core of our mission at Kako'iwi, it's to benefit those of Native Hawaiian descent, but I always think that what's good for Hawaiians is good for everybody. Yeah? The food that we're going to be able to produce here, the food that we are producing here, doesn't just go to Hawaiians. It goes to people throughout Ko'olaupoko, throughout Oahu. We've heard that it even went off island to Maui.
The benefits right now are people are having jobs. The benefits right now are if you look around with this lo'i system, it is actually absorbing sediment. It is absorbing flood pulse. It is providing an ecosystem service for our community. You look around again today, you see all the different community groups that have come in, whether it's the military, Big Brothers Big Sisters, PAL, all the different organizations coming together to work and kind of help this area.
Beneficially, the work days, just bringing the community together is huge. And the community, even though our goal is to target the Ko'olaupoko area, we get so many people from far away, from Waianae, from Kapolei, and that that's exciting because they're wanting to come and be a part of another community's project. Even though they have projects within their own community, they want to experience something, different.
This is the future. Any Kikis is our future, And I tell that to every kid, not only my son, my daughters. I always tell them, you guys are the future. And when anything you do on this Aina, stick your chin up, hold your head high, because you are part of history.
Once that mangrove is down, you'll be able to see the fish pond to one side. You got the ancient Hawaiian fish pond, and then you have all the lo'i kalo. It'll be the only place in the island, maybe the state, where you can just drive through and you'll have that big visual going on, like a real, true ahupua.
Long term is to see all of this planted with kalo, to see the culture practiced on a regular basis, that people know, where they came from. They have a true understanding of la'au lapa'au, the native plants, what was originally here.
After being here for even this short amount of time, I do want to see this become a food-producing landscape once again. Just from the cultural, social, and economic side of it. I mean, this is such an important thing, and it's so nice to be able to do something in the community that can eventually create jobs and create opportunities for people right here at home.
And what's beautiful about this is with everybody here, it's all about love and donation, because there's no promise of anything. It's about building something that was important for all of us.
Every single day I thank God for being on this Aina, and I thank God for letting me see this happen.